Hi, I'm Jacob Gallucci, and right now I'd like to present my idea for this week. This week I came up with an idea where there would be a TV show or a movie where every single character in the show would have a funny name. Funny names have been familiar in TV shows and movies for many, many years, like in Three Stooges shorts and in James Bond films and in the Austin Powers films as well. And I thought of some good ones here. First of all, the main character, he's a comedian, and here he is. Here's his name. I'm not going to say the names of these people. I'll just show you the names, because if I said the names before, it would kind of ruin the joke. And there's two other comedians too. Here's the first one. And here's the second one. And there's also a female singer in the show too. She's really good. And there's also a nice woman. There's also a really nice woman in the show. And then the third woman, she's always horny and she's man crazy. Definitely. And then there's a gay guy who works at a nail salon. Here's his name. He's actually Tom's cousin. Yeah. And also Richard's cousin as well. There's two other gay guys that work there as well. And they have the same first names, actually, believe it or not. And there's an Italian guy as well. He owns the place, and he's just really dumb, and he's a jerk too. He really is. There's another Italian guy who, not only is he a DJ, but he's also a singer. Here he is. There's another Italian guy who, he's really weird looking, he's really light-skinned, and his hair is unnaturally white, too. There's four Asian characters as well in this TV show or movie. There's an Asian guy who's always moving around. He's always walking and running, and he's really active. He has a sister too. She's a great artist. She's really a phenomenal artist. And they have two cousins that actually they're actually porno actors out in China, believe it or not. Here's the first one. And then the second one. And they actually know these Asian porno actors. They actually know three other porno actors, but they're American. These three guys are actually American. Here they are. And the guy who supplies the beds for them, this is him right here. And there's some other characters too, some characters who actually are, they work in clean professions. There's this guy who's a scientist, he's really smart, and here he is. There's an Italian guy who's a writer, he writes a lot of great stories. There's also an Italian lawyer in the show. He handles divorce cases. There's another guy in the show. He's just a real jerk. He's a pain in the ass, and this is him. He's actually Italian, but he changed his name. This is his mother. This is her name. And he has a friend. Jack has a friend who. He's just a bum. This guy. He really is just a lowlife. And there's these two brothers who they're not alike at all. One's a real loser, and one actually lives in the forest. He works with wood all the time. And there's a guy who's a real sex addict. He's always looking for hot women, and he's like Quagmire, this guy. There's another guy who's a sex addict as well. And here are the last few characters. There's an Eastern European guy on the show. He's kind of like Borat. He has a funny accent and everything. There's this guy on the show who's just a big-time drunk, sort of like Barney Gumble on The Simpsons. And there's a guy, there's two other guys who actually, they want to become porno actors, and these are the names that they're going to be using. And the second guy is Greek, but and so he wants to use a name that sounds like it's Greek. And there's a plumber on the show too. His pants are always, his stomach's always hanging out. His pants are really low as well. And there's an exercise instructor on the show too. And last but not least, the final character, he's this guy who's half French and half Spanish, and he's actually a mathematician, believe it or not. And anyway, I know some of these names are kind of lame, I'll admit it, but some of them are really funny, I'll admit it. But if I bore you with this, I'm sorry, but I just wanted to try something new, and it would be cool if there really was a TV show or a movie where every character had a funny name like that. They might do it one day, who knows. But anyway, I'm sorry for rambling, and if I wasted your time, I'm sorry, but anyway, I'll be back tomorrow with 2 new videos, and until then, take care.